Hi, Temba. You started making a lot of these semi-finals and title games in these ICC events now. Do you approach, you've won a few knockouts as well, do you approach these games now slightly differently than perhaps South Africa did in the past?
Don't think so really. We'll approach it as we normally would. We obviously want to play our best cricket come tomorrow. We understand New Zealand will obviously come with a certain challenge and we'll have to prepare accordingly, but I think Marco said it, it's just another game for us. Yes, it's important, but we definitely won't be blowing it out of proportion. It's a semi-final, we want to play our best cricket.
Do you think there's any relevance to that game you played here against New Zealand, that day match? You had a very different side, but do you think that informed the way you might look to approach this game against New Zealand?
I think, yeah, it gave us a look at the New Zealand team. I think that team we played against, I don't think it'll be too far to what they'll put out tomorrow. Obviously, from our side, it'll be different members from that team. So, I guess there's a difference there. Obviously, the conditions as well, the dimensions. When we played here the last time, there was one short side and one big side. So I think just expecting that. And obviously, the nature of the wicket as well. When we played, it was a good wicket. The last game that was played here, I think it was Australia and Afghanistan. The ball swung quite a bit, so maybe that's something different. So I think it's just more intel, really, and getting a proper look at their team members.
Hi, Temba. It's been a long travel, like from one end to the another, and then the last night you guys came here. If you could take us through how's the thing in the camp like, and did you guys actually, I mean, New Zealand obviously didn't, the bowlers didn't train today because they wanted to dress the bowlers and with a fresh pair of legs. What's the plan like for you guys? And a word on the scheduling, perhaps you think that things could have been a little bit easier because there's hardly any turnaround time.
I think, yeah, probably logistically things could have been, I guess, more efficient. In saying that, I think some of the guys did enjoy the time to kind of gallivant there in Dubai. Some of the boys played some golf. Some of the boys went for some sightseeing. So I guess it was quite enjoyable from that perspective. For other guys, it was just another day to recover. So yeah, guys made use of it as best as they could. We're here now. We're here in Lahore, and we're going to be preparing and getting as ready as we can for tomorrow's clash.
If we compare the bowling of New Zealand and South Africa, New Zealand is supposed to have some good spin attack. So, do you feel that spin attack is more effective in this Gaddafi Stadium pitch?
I think just their bowling as a whole, New Zealand, it's quite a formidable one. It's quite a disciplined bowling attack. Up front, the guys with the new ball, they don't give you much to score from, so you really got to be decisive as an opening batter. And then in the middle, they've got guys who, again, we don't give you much to score from, and we're able to kind of squeeze the game and force you to make a mistake. So I think, as batters, we know that we're going to have to work hard. We're going to have to bat ourselves into a position where we can almost make the play against them. And no different to how we generally go about our batting innings. But I think us as well, as a Proteas, I mean, we're also quite confident in our bowling attack. So I think, yeah, it will be a good show on offer between the two bowling attacks. I don't think there's a lot between the two bowling attacks. I guess tomorrow it will be up to whoever kind of shows up and executes based on the day.
Yes, remember you have been unbeaten in the tournament in your group matches while your opponent have lost one match. How do you see tomorrow's, are you going to capture them?
We're going to capture them.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to play our best cricket. That's what we're going to do. Like I said, I mean, the New Zealand team, yes, they lost their last game against India. India, obviously, a powerful side, especially in those type of conditions out there in Dubai. So I don't think they'll be down on any type of confidence. New Zealand, I mean, I think they've lost all their games since they've been here, since the tri-series, apart from that game against India. So from a confidence point of view, I really don't think they'll be lacking. I think for us, like I've been saying, play our best cricket, force them to make mistakes, and I guess that's where we can capture them.
Temba here. New Zealand Premier batter Ken Williamson scored 2 consecutive ODI centuries against you in last 2 innings. So you have any special plan to tackle him?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a thorn. We have plans against him. Obviously won't release what those plans are, but I think, you know, like any top player in any top side, you know that as a team you've got to raise your intensity. When that player comes in, you got to make sure that you execute your plans accordingly, and make sure whatever opportunity that he gives, you're ready to take it.
Hi, Captain. It's Shakil Khatak here. There were a lot of fitness issues with your team, including you. So everyone is available for the tomorrow match, or someone is missing?
So Aiden, he's doing his fitness test. I guess we'll know at the end of this practice where it stands with him. I'm feeling a lot better. I'll be training today. Tony as well, he's looking a lot better. But yeah, we're quite hopeful in terms of the guys that we have. George Linder, he's coming in as a traveling reserve if anything doesn't go according to plan from that perspective.
You guys have traveled to Dubai because Indian position wasn't clear. So do you think it was necessary to travel to Dubai for nothing, and you guys came back for this semi-final again?
You're asking me. Look, I think at the end probably wasn't that necessary at the end. But look, the logistics, the scheduling, it is what it is, right? I don't think there's much that we could have done to influence that in any way. Like I said, some of the guys were happy to be on the golf course out in Dubai. We're happy to be at the mall. But we've made it. We're here in Lahore now. We definitely don't use that as an excuse in terms of our preparation or anything like that. Our mind is geared to what we need to do for tomorrow.
Where you want to play final in Lahore or Dubai?
Anyway.